Hi, I'm Alana, and I am here with Amelia, our product designer. And this is the kickoff for Monitor Respond 15.4. So in this milestone, we are going to start the technical breakdown for our Slack app to replace Woodhouse. And we're going to continue to iterate on incident timelines. We have an MVC that has been shipped, but we want to continue to do work on editing the timeline event, adding a timeline event from comment, and we also have one Zeus impacting issue that we want to make sure that we addressed at least one of those in each milestone. So let's dive into the Slack app. This milestone, our goal and our deliverable is to have the technical breakdown. So the Slack app is a pretty large piece of work, and we want to make sure before we start engineering that we know what some of the issues could be and better understand and break down the issues and the scope. So this is our general template, and Sarah will be working on that this iteration. Again, just a reminder, the Slack app that we will be kind of mirroring from is Woodhouse, which is an internal homegrown tool that our infrastructure team uses. I'm going to pass it over to Amelia because she is going to go through the designs that we have for our Slack app for incident management. Amelia.
Great. I'll share my screen real quick. So we talked about this in last milestones kickoff video a little bit, but in case you're interested in checking it out, here's where all of our issues are going to be for our improvements to the GitLab Slack app. And we're essentially going to be introducing an incident management workflow to the newly updated GitLab Slack app that the ecosystem team has been working on. And I'll just show you a little bit about what that's going to look like. One of the big things that we're going to do is to allow people the ability to easily create incidents from Slack. And again, this is, as Alana mentioned, pulling some of the Woodhouse functionality over into GitLab, the product. So when someone creates an incident from Slack, they'll be able to automatically populate that incident with important and relevant information. For example, they can set the severity, they can set the status, pick an assignee, add labels. They can also add a Zoom link if they have a meeting room that's already been established, or decide to create a new Slack channel for the incident at the time of incident creation. When that incident has been created, we'll have a new incident notification in Slack. And we're also going to be allowing people the ability to configure a specific channel for incidents as separate from issues. So a team that is only focusing on incidents can have one place for all of their incident notifications to appear. And again, this is a Woodhouse feature currently that we are kind of bringing over into the main GitLab Slack app. And then once that incident has been created from Slack, any information that was populated from Slack will automatically be added to the incident at the time of incident creation. So if there is a Zoom meeting room added or a Slack channel created, all of that information will be automatically populated in the incident when it's created. And then we're also going to be introducing ways to selectively send content from GitLab to Slack and from Slack to GitLab. So an example of an ability to send content from GitLab to Slack would be to introduce a slash command within GitLab to send content directly to a Slack channel. And then same thing from Slack to GitLab. We have already existing slash commands to do this. And we're going to try to find ways to simplify those slash commands in our technical spike. Like perhaps there's a way to auto-populate the incident ID, for example. We're going to really try to pin down ways to make it easier for people to send content from Slack to GitLab in the context of an incident, and also to possibly update the timeline directly from Slack as well. So that's kind of it from the design point of view. I'll hand it back to Alana.
Great. I'm so excited about some of the stuff that is in here, and I'm excited for the team to start looking at and building the Slack app. Yeah. So Back to our planning issue, I wanted to highlight that one of our OKRs for this quarter is to increase internal usage for dog fooding of incident management features. We work pretty closely with our infrastructure team on better understanding their process. And something that has come up multiple times is they're not able to use GitLab alerts. A lot of times they come in and they're just really noisy and they don't necessarily have a good way to relate alerts to incidents. So we are taking our approach in doing the first iteration of this in a boring solution in a very manual way. And that is adding the ability to add alerts directly to incidents. So that way when they're using incidents, they can see what alerts are related to it. There can be eventually we might work on ways to deduplicate alerts, but right now having this manual way to add alerts to incidents is what we want to start with. So that concludes this round for 15.4 kickoff. Thank you.